I had a plastic bag of nothing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking anyway. Yeah, my whole thing just started going like even my game was like so my Wi-Fi was like trying to go out. I guess it's like going to rain or something. Cause my Wi-Fi only acts up when it's like really high winds or like raining. But all I see is that it's supposed to be like windy today, but it doesn't say anything else. My whole stream hasn't crashed.
It's August 1st, 2 years ago. It's so bad.
Is my stream back?
Let me refresh my page. Yeah. You're good.
I'm so confused what happened. Like everything stopped working. Bro. I'm so fucking like my whole game went like loading and then it didn't even kick me off the stream. It just said reconnecting and then come back. And apparently like it kicked me off the stream, I guess. I'm just confused. I don't know if it's like my Wi-Fi or what, but that is kind of weird. Yeah, like it says I restarted my stream, but like I didn't do anything. I'm still in the stream thingy, so I'm confused. Like I don't know if my Wi-Fi went out for like a second or something enough to kick me off my stream. I'm fucking confused.
Have you seen Black Clover?
No, I need to watch anime, but I can't watch anime. That sucks. That's weird. I have a thing where I get distracted easily, so I need someone to help me watch it. Like put it on so I can actually watch it.
Only time I can watch anime is either it's like I'm absolutely hooked on it, or I need to watch it in subbed.
Bro, I only like sub sometimes. There's like some I like in English, but like I want to rewatch the Case File of Vanitas, but I tried watching it in English and I physically can't because I watched the whole thing like the first season when I first came out in sub, so now I can't watch it in English. And like I think one of my favorite VAs is like in English, but like I physically can't. And then Jujutsu Kaisen, I started it in Japanese and I can't watch it in English. It sounds so weird.
That's so real.
Alright, let's hope that my Wi-Fi doesn't go out again because I don't know what happened.
Cortonas.
Like, I'm glad I paused it, but I'm just confused.
Memorial Palace. I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you.
Is about to come out. Okay.
Is there something urgent, Cortonas?
Oh.
How are you holding up? I wanted to see.
Also, 2 years ago.
Better than I expected, you seem.
In the background, I have a little stick figure throwing a bean at Ito.
There's no room for doubt anymore.
Afraid of beans for some reason.
It's time to take
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's been so long. I almost forgot about that.
Chrysos heirs is still strong.
Hu Tao with purple hair.
Right. Your assessment is now here. Take this.
Eren Yeager, Wall Titan.
Ooh, a new sword.
Is this it? You've completed it.
Dawnmaker. The name I've chosen for it.
Alright. Oh, here's where the unfinished drawings start.
Dawn,
so in a row, I have
one battle.
2,
for
3,
tomorrow.
4,
wield your
5
sword.
in a row.
Befits your stature, it
does. Pages before that, I had another.
Chrysos heir.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a lot more.
Dawnmaker. Unbelievable.
1.
You've never seen that black-clad sword
3
master.
Unfinished, and then 1 finished one, and then the 5 unfinished.
So precisely.
Good job.
Just from what I described.
Precise your description.
With my
imbued
extremely
it with
torn
the
up
power
notebook.
of dawn I already have. guided by your
I have
will,
a piece of cardboard as my
gleam
cover.
with golden flames.
Shit's on the
Its
cover, it's more the
blade
back.
will
I don't have an actual cover.
wield it. May
Mood.
triumph always be yours.
So my dog destroyed a lot of these pages.
Thank you,
So there's
Cartonis.
like a corner missing from a bunch of
I will
them.
use this sword to protect
And then they all got
the
torn out, so I
beings
had to
of
like make new
Emphorius.
holes in them. So there's a bunch of them that are
Another
shorter
thing,
and missing corners
Ares.
than the rest of the paper.
Ooh,
What's this?
it's lit up now.
Stored here, the remnants of Aglaya's divinity are. This was her commission. Her death she had long foreseen.
Can she still hear us?
It's difficult to
Actually, I think I know where
confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you. Always.
I understand.
That's sweet, but that's also really
Let
sad.
me keep it. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have a need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, if she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny, she would surely smile.
How will the Holy City continue without Lady
I'm back.
Goldweaver?
Welcome back.
Look, Lord
I
Finan
found
is
my
here.
tablet I used to draw. And it's completely dead.
Rip.
Will he step up to lead Akama?
Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word,
I want
searching
like
for the
voices
right
with, but I
ones
don't
to
have
rally
popcorn right now, so
support.
I'm just eating my cookie candy.
Keep the Chrysos Heir's flame
Like
chase
it's popcorn.
alive.
Okay, and then I just
In
dropped
the
it.
end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy.
Considering how many unfinished drawings I'll have on my
I
tablet.
realized that apparent victory masked a
You
deeper
count a minimum
failure.
of 10.
In my pursuit
Probably.
of success, I fueled division and strayed
Turned
far
on.
from my
It's at
very purpose that
1%,
led
and
me
it's
to the
charging through
flame
my
chase
PlayStation,
journey.
so it might
This
die when I
journey
open
was
Procreate, but
supposed
it'll
to
be fine.
Unify, not divide. To strengthen us, not weaken us.
Oh my god, are they actually finished?
It was the gold
Wait, I might have
thread
cooked.
that mended
Hold on.
our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control. But no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen.
I have a finished Miko drawing on my tablet.
Hey.
Murdered Lady Goldweaver!
Okay, let's see. How many unfinished?
Find the murderer! Make them
One,
pay!
2, 3.
Okay, now I'm just thinking about how much I really do need braces, and I'm not ready.
I felt the same as all of you initially.
I will need.
I wanted to
persons. I don't
stand here beside you to condemn the sinners.
I
to
don't know what it's
discuss
called, but the top
retribution,
of like my
to see
tooth,
justice brought
like the
down
little
upon
nub and the
them.
like behind my front teeth. I've been on and off like scraping it for like the last couple weeks, so then like 1 week it hurts, 1 week it doesn't. And they literally said that the only way to get rid of it, that problem, is to get braces, and I'm like thinking about needing it because like it's like hurting right now. Because every time I eat the food, like, because one of my teeth can hit it from up. So every time I eat, like, something I chew, it just hits it, and it fucking hurts right now. So I'm gonna need braces, but, like, they don't open tomorrow, so I have to wait till, like, Monday or something.
But my perspective has changed. The
I don't know, I
golden
expect, like,
threads
Leia to
that
die.
once bound this city have unraveled. Yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down,
yeah, it's
we
still
all
finished.
know the last safeguard against the harm we may do to each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss.
Fainan has a way with words. Oh, all right.
The flame-chased journey is nearing its end. With only one Titan left for the Chrysos heirs to conquer. Aquila!
Aquila, the Sky Titan.
Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts.
Does it tell me a
Let
date?
your spirit shine brighter than
No,
the sky
okay.
itself. Let me bear witness. Even without the
know how long
divine
ago this drawing
authority of
was.
romance, Akima will remain a sanctuary in these end times. A place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of. The kind of people foretold in prophecy. A better
It's
people.
one of the last ones. So it's at least a while ago. Oh, another unfinished one. I'm cooking.
People! Better people! Better people! Better people!
I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have
I'm
reminded
like cold,
me
but also not
that
cold. I'm
Aglaya left
confused.
me perhaps the simplest duty in the world.
I purposely make myself cold.
To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she
Why do I
once
have a
gave me
piano app?
without hesitation, and now I share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn. But we will not forget the past as we move forward.
It's fine.
For the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment.
I don't remember how to play it.
I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium. She was Akima's dressmaker, the leader of the Chrysos
I
heirs.
don't remember which one it is. I give up.
The
2%. We're going. We're
Aglaya
making our way up there.
and her greatest feat
God.
was being a selfless person.
have Slither.io on this tablet. Jesus.
That singing sounds so familiar.
There's a
That's
Naxa,
our song.
Trian,
Snowy used to love it.
Casters.
Yes, Lady Trian. For that child filled with anxiety. Your songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart. Even if for just a moment.
Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but still just as kind.
Time spares no one, so there's nothing we can do. But kindness, you helped nurture it in me.
Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy.
Goodbye, Lady Trian.
I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you are nothing but sleight of hand?
Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the Flame Chase journey might not have survived.
Good thing your head's still clear.
I dig it.
The Chrysos heir of Kefali. I had no idea you had it in you while I was drilling those formulas in your head in class.
Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now.
Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your divine duties.
I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa.
I just realized they disappear.
Miss Castros? Aren't you going to say something?
Lord Finan, you have always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous.
Dangerous?
Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am. And for someone with my kind of power, that's a real hazard.
I hadn't thought of it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective.
Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking
Taking all
back on the
these
times we
drawings
spent
of
together
those
makes me really happy.
Like, I know I didn't
feel
want
the
to shit,
same.
but it's still annoying.
Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Gastras.
I hate that everyone's dying off.
Clea.
Remember,
iCloud
Finan,
Photos has not been
after
updated in
completing the flame chase,
53
you made the
days?
decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis
okay.
to the Amphorians. The Chrysos heirs are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of this world.
Rest assured, I always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line.
Well said. You've got a good memory.
It's late. Anything else you'd like to add?
Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show my vulnerable side.
No worries. I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Aglaya.
I thought everyone was dying off.
You saved me.
I know this is normal for Honkai games,
Maybe
but
what
this
I
is
wanted
sad.
to save wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finan.
Goodbye, Aglaya.
Did you forget me?
Forget you. Like I'd ever. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a tearful farewell.
You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then. Deliver.
That's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece freshly forged by Cartonis.
A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around. Finan of Aides Elysiae.
It's a date, Mightymouse.
What a poignant, yet splendid journey. And it's still not over yet, is it?
Yeah, who's talking?
Yes, Cyrene.
I was right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story.
A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people and tried so many things. I've found new resolve. And I've let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be.
But to me, you've never changed at all, Finan.
Days later.
Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago.
Cyphera, you...
Seamstress. Tell me, does Akama have any treasures so rare that not even your... I mean, our shop has seen?
Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently, it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's truly a priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour.
Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it! Well, please keep looking after the shop while I...
Let me guess, Cyphera. You're probably already plotting to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? And your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the Holy City?
Look, Seamstress. Are you sure you aren't peeking into my head with your golden threads?
You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself.
She is adorable.
Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cyphera?
What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person. Or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there! I can't weave golden dresses like you! I can't sing as well as Miss Hyceelens! And I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Treby! The only things I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream. Right?
I know, Cyphra. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair. And your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the only one who can bear the authority of trickery. Even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 master thieves of Dolos.
Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful. And that everyone is simple. And kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality? If enough people believed in it? Even though it's a lie?
Lies will always be lies, Cyphra. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth.
Huh. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer.
I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt when you're obviously lost in thoughts.
Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad. I'll admit. It managed to touch my heart. Just a smidge.
Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition certainly is a thing of wonder.
Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot. You waited all this time to tell me.
Okay, now every time I see her, I can only look at the bow. I feel so bad.
I thought you'd need some time to yourself. After she passed away.
I can't tell if Cypher would look better with a bow on both sides.
None of your
or
business.
I feel like no, because then
Enough small talk.
you don't notice the
Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you
like now all I can see is the
super
bow.
old timer to step in?
We've only met a couple of times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old-timer, so I'll cut to the chase.
Funny game I played.
You're probably
on my
aware
dad's
that
phone when I
Aglaya
was like
has earned the
7 now
support
on
of
a
the
tablet,
entire
and it's
city
really
for the
heavy 'cause
Chrysos
it's a
heirs.
gyro rotation.
Everyone believes that she died at the hands
And
of
it's
council
really
members
heavy.
who were against the flame chase.
Mhm.
The citizens'
After going through,
fury
like,
has
all
been
these
dragging
levels,
these
having to,
schemers out of the shadows one by one.
Because I have a case that
But
has a
they
keyboard on the
didn't
back too,
get
so it's
everybody.
like extra heavy.
To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kynus, the
Just
leader
sucks.
of the cleaners.
It's way too annoying to take it out of
I
the case.
see.
I'm not going to.
You're afraid she'll do something wild now that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you?
Yes. I believe that Kefali's core flame, forever enshrined above the council theater, would be the opposition's final trump card against the Chrysos heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the Chrysos heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike.
You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So, you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right?
You sure saw right through me, Miss Cipher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movements, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Cavali's core flame. Even if you have to deceive the rest of the Chrysos heirs as well.
Uh-huh. Hey, Deliverer. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this?
As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cipher.
What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. Huh. So you did learn a thing or two from her. I'll give you that. Then let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Akama closely.
You mean...
Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time. And this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Akama yet?
Professor Anaxa once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefali's core flame was protected by the Council of Elders' secret arts.
Ha! Sacred art's my foot! I could break those mechanisms with the flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They probably held off from attacking Akama because the Seamstress's defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out to the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles.
What a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing you already have a solution in mind.
Just look how ridiculously calm you are right now. But you guessed you're right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep that lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefali's core flame. You owe a big favor after this.
You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful.
Don't forget, Deliverer. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cyphera will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure you don't die before you pay me.
Hi, is it? I'm switching point of views from like one place to another.
I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the Grove. And through that, stay away from the memories that might make me sad. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty, after all. I know, little Ika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time round.
I like how she has a little Ika
Lord
on her
Finan has already set the date to campaign
outfit.
against Aquila. Being a descendant of the Sky People,
I really like Mason's outfit.
Cute.
It definitely fits her, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's really cute.
You're right. At least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors. Please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence.
I wonder what our next remembering character is gonna be.
No, Remembrance is insane. Unless like actual.
Bro, I just fucking used the. I was trying to walk and then I was just using a fucking skill without even fighting anything. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not meant to.
So I'm gonna lie.
On the bright side, I got a whole ass 140. Stellar Jade. I was gonna say polychromed, and then I was gonna say fucking azurite that I could not for my life remember what the fucking thing it was called. Like
Half the time I'll all the exact same thing.
more in the brain. Such a happy day. That sounds so sarcastic, and I'm scared. Hello, how are you? Like, embrace your long finger. Such a happy day with a gift just for you. That either sounds really wrong or that sounds very sarcastic. And then this is plunge into the bath. So I'm gonna guess this is like from the story, but like this sounds so sarcastic. Like such a happy day. It's Honkai, so I'm gonna guess it's gonna be the opposite.
Probably.
Also, I need to defeat Kakuya without defeating Bronya.
That's a quest?
Not a
Or an
quest.
achievement?
That's like an achievement. Yeah, that's like one of them. There's like stuff I can try to. Like there's this one to defeat Pollux, the when max HP is below 50%. And I need to start doing these just for like extra strike. I already did all that. And defeat the stagnant shadows of stagnant shadows. And then when it's stagnant shadow, yeah, defeat 800. I'm at 500 when I'm done. I just want to see what Belbog is famous for, and like there's a lot of stuff. There says Fetal Frogter and yeah, like there's a lot of stuff I can probably do like to get more straight. Just so I can like see if I can get played without spending the max all my savings. So I'm not. I don't think my wallet and I are ready.
This was where Professor Anaxa gave us the
Time
lesson.
for 3 stars.
I can still
18
see that
seconds.
day in my
Or
mind.
18.9 seconds. I
And
got
that
24.5.
was
Do
your
you think I can
last
get 3
lesson
seconds?
in the grove.
Not bad.
Now,
I only need to
each
shave
of
off,
you
like,
will head off on your own path.
6
How
seconds.
much the Grove's teachings can help you in the real world depends on how
It'll be
well
fun, but
you
I'm
can
gonna do
put
it anyways.
knowledge into practice. However, heed this warning. If you ever do anything disgraceful out there, don't ever claim you were the student of Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages.
Professor Anaxa, there are still other classes scheduled on the calendar. Are you sure you didn't?
Firstly, call me Professor Anaxagoras. Secondly, to clarify, the last lesson means the last lesson I will teach you. I will be entering seclusion from today onwards to research ancient alchemy, and all my teaching activities will be put on hold.
Ah, I see. So you're saying that the lessons taught by all the other teachers aren't good enough to be considered lessons?
All you do every day is wag that sharp tongue of yours. That's a credit deduction, fine enough IDs Elysiae. I have nothing left to say. Next.
Please wait, Professor. According to the Grove's protocols for a cohort's final class, the lecturer should take some time in that lesson to discuss the students' post-graduation aspirations with them and guide them toward a solid path. Surely you can't skip such a crucial step, Professor.
The teaching assistant, Miss Hyacinth, is truly Professor Anaxa's nemesis.
Nemesis.
Fine. Since Hyacinthia insists on this, let's go through the process. Since some of you are so eager to speak, why don't we start with you, Finan of IDs Elysiae? What is your post-graduation aspiration?
Me? Well, it's not exactly an aspiration, but the only thing I want to do is to protect the people I care about.
I see. So you want to be a hero? How boring. Next.
I didn't say...
Castoris, you've been giggling for quite some time. How about you go next?
Perhaps my answer is a bit vague and meaningless, Professor Anaxagoras, but... I hope the world can be freed from the agony of death, so that every living being may find calming peace.
How naive. So naive that it makes me want to weep for your fairy tale.
He's so rude, but I love it.
This is why I don't want to follow those outdated protocols. All I get are boring answers. Since you suggested this whole process, why don't you wrap this up, Hyacinthia? Share your aspiration with everyone, and let's see if yours stands out.
So it's finally my turn. Good thing I came prepared. My aspiration is nothing less than completing the final blank page at the end of the hero's epic.
Blank page?
An interesting description. Do explain, assistant.
I like how she said it's finally my turn, even though there was only like 2 people that go before her, and a bunch behind her.
It's still finally her turn.
Almost every epic ends with a
That have it
description
gone,
of the
the ones
hero's
behind her.
achievements. But few mention how the everyday people of that time lived. No one recorded the struggles and suffering the commoners endured.
So you're saying that, instead of legendary heroes, you're more focused on commoners living on the peripheries of historical records.
Perhaps I'm influenced by my background. My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day. Her story is told to every child descended from the Skyfolk. We have no doubts about Seliosi's greatness, yet her towering figure overshadowed every record from that entire era. What about the Day Thunder Knight's family, allies, and friends? What about the survivors and those who died in the great battles? Whenever I think about their stories by the campfire, I realize the details of those legends have been long lost, and only Seliosi's name remains. Her brilliance had become as blinding as Aquila's, lording over everything on the ground. That's why I'm glad that my era does not lack heroes. All my ancestors had was a sad past. But I have a future I want to protect. Instead of becoming a hero and ushering in a golden deluge to baptize the world anew, I want to stay in the backline and save all the ordinary humans from drowning in the rising waves. I wish not to return to the sky, but to walk among the masses on Earth. I believe it's the only way for the saga of creation. To include a footnote for the everyday people in its blank page.
Ika is so cute.
I'm getting embarrassed from remembering how I said all that. But my beliefs have never changed. Now I really have a chance to stay behind the hero's front line and realize my dream. Danny, what are you doing here?
You were gathering up for the companion in Aqua. Are you here too?
You guessed it. To reach Aquila's realm in the sky, descendants of the Sky People must perform a bloodline ceremony, summon the spirits of our ancestors, and get their blessings. That's the only way for creatures on Earth to forge the rainbow bridge to the sky. And the soul of the first ancestor I want to see is here in the grove.
It's far too risky. I'm hopeful that next patch, Don Hunsby come back because I miss him.
Don't worry. I have little Ika with me. You will protect me, won't you?
I got the 6 seconds.
Good, Ika.
Hey.
Well,
I actually got 7
what
seconds
brings
because
you
I
here,
managed
Danny?
to skip like literally all of it. If I hit a jump just trophy, if I hit this one jump with not using my front wheel, like I have to be wheeling the entire time.
Right.
If I can go around
If all
the
goes as
curve,
planned, you
curve,
and
I guess,
Gray
kind
will
of
be able to
loop
go home after this mission.
without having my front wheel
won't you?
touch, I gain enough speed to go over what the second loop, and then I land on top of it, so I can just fly off into the flag.
Interesting.
Oh? Could it be that
It
you
made
too
no
have some kind of
sense,
hidden powers to make
but
prophecies
it
now?
worked, so I'm not really complaining.
How real everything is after the conversation with a member of the council, their elders.
I got put in a box.
Nope. I didn't understand that either, little Ika.
Don't worry, there's a lot I still don't understand.
Since we've already met up, why don't you come with me, Danny?
Translate to extra security. I'll be
That's the
so
dependable
upset when his
express
voice
guard
comes
for you.
back and everything's voiced.
So,
Like,
shall we get going?
for whoever does the story afterwards, I'm like... Oh my god.
I'm for 2 stars. I didn't even get 2 stars? Damn.
That just sounds horrible. I switch characters? Bro, I don't even know half the time I'm like a new character or not. Also, it does not feel like it's 4 AM.
So make it win. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
What does it feel like it is? What does it feel like it is?
Your end
Like 3 or 2? I don't know.
So you're just wide awake for no reason?
Well, I slept all day, even though I'm getting tired, but like I'm
Savor it
trying to
for
finish
me.
the story.
Torment and doubt, farewell. I will watch over you and guide you on your path.
Riding the west wind, away we go!
Savor it for me.
Okay, I got 2 stars, but I need to shave off 3.5 seconds for 3 stars.
Have some sunshine!
The fight is set. A veil to send you.
I like how I'm running out of money.
How much do you have?
I don't know, I still need a 1 million if I wanted to get fine on to max them out. I'm like 2 million?
Savor it for me.
I don't know, I'm like 2 million I think. I'm broke, cause you need like 3 million to like level someone up.
Destroy the skies!
Your end approaches. A veil to send you.
Riding the west wind, away we go!
Savor it for me.
Have some sunshine!
Serenity is before me.
Dispel the
Bro, what a sneeze.
Destroy the skies!
I don't know why for some reason my nose started hurting like really bad. And like, wow. There you go, my name's done.
Yippee.
And my dailies are done. Anyways, back to the story. I just have to do my dailies even though the day just started, so I didn't really have to do them.
Random side quest.
Wait, why am I here? Well, I'm doing this.
What is this map?
What is my life? Alright, stay back.
Oh, what is your life?
I don't know. Blade. It's a good life. It's Blade.
Fair enough.
Sometimes I get confused, and I feel like this, like the fucking tree
The chroma
bark.
copper is vibrating. There must be memories of an ancestor nearby.
I don't know. Sometimes these speed stuff kind of mess me up, and I think, or the grass or whatever. I think I can't step on
Is
it.
the divine object of the Sky People, the chroma coffer. Our ancestors dictated that when a descendant of the Skyfolk is ready to challenge Aquila again, they must first awaken the spirits of their
I'm sorry,
ancestors
but you
to the
can't do this
chroma
anymore.
coffer and receive their benediction. Only after this can the chosen Skyfolk reascend to the heavens.
I don't know what to do. I'm gonna probably be awake for another like 4 hours
Very
at minimum.
prudent,
So.
wouldn't you say? The
Yeah, I don't
soul of
know
an
either.
ancestor slumbers here.
I'm like debating,
Now,
like
I will
pausing.
awaken them.
for now and then continue the story tomorrow because for some reason I'm getting like sleepy, but even though like
I am Hyacinthia
I
from
slept all
Twilight
day.
Courtyard, a descendant of the sky.
But like, my
who has
headache kind of wants to
inherited
come
the
back.
duty
But
of Flame Chase. The time has come to fulfill our clan's destiny.
Headache is big no-no.
I will join
What?
the heroes of the prophecy to return
Headache
to the
is big
sky
no-no.
and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
listen too carefully to Hyacinth, talk with her.
Who has awakened me?
It's I, Hyacinthia, a descendant of the Sky People. I apologize for interrupting your slumber. You are Lord Crispus, aren't you? I've read your story in our family tree. You were a righteous judge who vindicated many who were wrongfully accused.
I never imagined someone in this era would still remember my name. So, our bloodline and duty have continued to this distant age.
Indeed, it has. I have awakened you in the hope of receiving your blessing. For the Flame Chase journey is nearing its perfect conclusion, and retrieving the core flame of Aquila is the final challenge the heroes will face.
Perfect conclusion. Hyacinthia, you look very young, and you do not have the bearings of a warrior who can contend with a titan. How can you convince me that this blessing will not turn into a curse, leading a child like you to your demise?
1,000 years ago, Seliosi, who conquered the skies, left behind legends and a will, entrusting the mission to return the Sky Titan's core flame to her descendants, to people like you and me. Though I'm not a warrior, I will not turn away from the mission that has flowed through our blood for 1,000 years. And I am not fighting alone. I have the strongest and most tenacious companions in the world. Amphorius is in an era brimming with heroes. The burden of retrieving Aquila's core flame no longer rests solely on the shoulders of the chosen Skyfolk. I now wield the power of healing. I aim to mend the fissures in the sky and heal the wounds of the people. I desire to define the mission of the Skyfolk in my own terms, to conclude the vigil that has spanned millennia.
I sense resilience in your words. Not an outward resilience, but something deeper within. Receive my blessings, young Hyacinthia. May you gain wings to return to the sky via the Bridge of Rainbows.
Thank you for your trust, Lord Crispus. We won't let you down.
I was so sure that they were gonna reject it.
Thank you. My ancestors were all pretty strong-willed people. It won't be easy convincing them. I've run through these upcoming conversations in my head more times than I can count.
Look like your effort paid off.
Now, the next ancestor on the list. Her spirit is set to rest in the vortex of Genesis. A pity that the ceremony has to be performed in strict order. Shall we head back to Akuma together, Danny?
I have a suggestion. Spirit water?
Oh, I remember. I didn't expect you to keep at it this long. That's so like you, Danny.
Contain. Won't be easy, but I've gotten the hang of it now. So is it gonna change? Is it gonna change forms?
That makes sense. Bagusa was always described as a fickle titan in the myths. Since you're offering, then let me put your skills to the test, Danny.
I'm about to skip every rerun until Blade comes out.
As you should.
I'm about to blow my money on Blade getting a rerun. He kinda will be here waiting.
Got it. I'm counting on you, Danny.
I know, I'm so ready. I might have kind of crashed out on stream. Maybe a little bit. We don't need to replay it though. We don't need to talk about it.
The vortex of Genesis.
He
Unbelievable.
could.
Danny is full of surprises. But this does feel way more disorienting than the ritual basin.
Well, I just want him to turn into a dragon again.
Is Lady Treeby here too? And who is that next to her? Oh, I think I know who that is.
When was the last rerun? Was that their first run?
It's been ages since you were last in Akuma. You could have taken some time to rest, and we could have caught up.
I need a rerun so I can get his like.
That's alright, big sister Treeby. I've gotten used to life on the road. Staying in this bustling city actually feels off. Besides, your prize student gave me an incredibly tough mission to handle.
Cut Snowy some slack, Syphie. He's still so young, yet he's shouldering all the responsibilities Aggie left behind.
Yeah, for the 170 life.
Snowy's not the kind to ask for help lightly. Since he came to you, it means you're the best person for the job.
Bro, I set up for the live stream just to die when I saw Blade coming back.
Past the age for someone to look after me. Syphie.
I was so determined. I'm like, I'm gonna get fine on, and then like save, and then Blade showed up, and all my plans went away.
Charisma about him. It reminds me of Aglaya in her prime. Anyway, I'm about to head out. Oh, Big Sis Treeby, before I go, got a little gift for you.
Well, didn't expect you to be so thoughtful. What's in it?
That's a part of the game too. If you want to see the full picture of what's inside, you'll have to wait until nightfall.
A gift with a mysterious twist? Seriously?
Huh? Looks like we have company.
Lady Treeby, and this graceful lady must be Miss Cypher. I'm Hyacinthia from the Twilight Courtyard. Everyone calls me Hyacinth. Pleased to meet you.
bright and cheery as a lamp.
Well, hello there, pink child. I'm Cyphera from the long-fallen city-state of Dolos. As for the rest,
It's all in the history books, so I don't need to repeat it here. So, you're from the Twilight Courtyard. Does that mean...
Yes, I'm a descendant of the Sky People, the Chrysos heir about to take over the authority of Sky.
Whoa! That's unexpected. I figured Celiosi's descendant would be, I don't know, taller, stronger.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Syphi. Zinni is a master of her craft. She's the most skilled and dependable physician in all of Amborius.
Don't worry, Lady Cypher. I may not be as strong and warlike as Lady Celiosi from 1,000 years ago, but I'm confident I can carry out the mission of the Skyfolk.
All this talk about missions, you're making it sound way too serious. You've got to look out for yourself, girl. Don't push yourself too hard. I'd hate to see that cute face all scratched out by Aquala's claws.
Not the Aquala's claws.
Syphi cracking jokes? Looks like you haven't forgotten what Aggie said all those years ago.
But why am I tired? I slept all
I've got a
day.
mission to handle, so I'll get going. Good luck, Miss Hyacinth. And if things get tough, just let that
Normally I
deliverer
get
take
tired,
the
like,
lead.
if I sleep for more than, like, 6 hours, if I get tired after being awake for, like, 12, like, 8 to 12 hours, I'll get tired, and then I'll be up
Cypher
for
is in
another
such a hurry.
13.
I think it's because one of the medicines I take that after I have a headache, it makes me tired, and even though I did sleep after taking it,
Akuma lending a hand.
my brain's still tired mentally.
You're here because of your mission, aren't you, Zinni?
It's always tired.
It's the perfect opportunity for me to go and tuck Syphi's gift away somewhere safe. The Vortex of Genesis is
in my
all
pocket.
yours.
I got those so long ago, too.
What did I get? Fucking genuine. What, remember when the databank was like upper? Okay, okay. Why am I looking for Jingyu Win in the destruction category? I'm gonna just not be alive right now. You can tell I'm tired because I don't even know. December. I might just get to the hub. Hello, how are you? I might just go to the halfway point and just like go to bed because my brain is not functioning as good as it used to. It should be. It used to be. It should be. I'm done.
God. You are dying over there.
English is hard. Okay. English isn't my first language. Hello. I'm doing alright. Just apparently falling asleep because English is just really hard for me. And I do have a good excuse. It's not my first language. There you go.
I don't have an excuse. I just can't speak.
I gotta. Hey, S3, congrats. I still need to get her weapon. I don't know. I was like. She is so hot. Anyway. What boss am I missing? I'm missing like the... Yeah, black child creature. I'm missing like one.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you get that later on in the story. If it's in Black Tide creature.
Yeah, because I'm like, I'm missing a fuck.
I could check mine. Okay, let me log on. See if I even have it. I don't really fill out my databank.
Well, I was looking at characters, and then I decided to just start looking at like other stuff.
You just kind of start.
Once you start, you just never stop, yeah. It's like the speed, but see, the Firefly Lycon would be good, but she is running with Blade, and Blade is just more important to me.
Blade is just Blade, you know.
Exactly. Look, I have my English is hard. Hold on. I have my goal set. I need at least like 200 or 300 wishes. I regret gambling. I don't, actually.
Why is databank so far down?
They changed it after they added more stuff. Cause it used to be more up, I think. Like it used to be, I think, like next somewhere. Oh, once they added the multiplayer, cause they used to be like in that area. To be higher up, but now it's like gone.
Yeah, I have every single enemy creature.
Yeah, I don't. Anything one. What does the last one look like?
It's a Dark Sun Griffin, so it's like. I can send you a picture.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
I'm not gonna try and explain that. I will.
I still regret. I wish that I was playing good, like next. Honkai when he first came out, so I could have gotten his badge with like the tux, but sadly I wasn't playing during that time. That started, I think, at 1.3 or 1.4.
I don't know when I started.
Well, I was looking at when did you start, and like some of the events I remember doing. So I started like 1.3, I think, after Blade left. I think because I did with like Jing Liu without. That's an ugly creature. What the fuck?
I started February 2nd. No, February 11th last year.
I started back in 2020. 23? 22? Whenever the game came out. What's it? Who do you get for free? I remember. I started.
After ratio.
May 22nd, 2023.
Do you get asked on this? Oh, you did get asked someday. Okay.
I could also look at March. I might have gotten the same day. I might have not. I don't remember. All I know is I gave my account to my wife and she did a little bit, so I can't remember shit. Ah, but I have to. Hold on. Hello, how's everyone? Give me a second. Cause I don't know. Did it tell you exactly when you get her? No, yeah, I got her on the same day. Yeah. Cause I was like, I think Jing Liu better. Cause I remember wishing for her, but then I lost. I lost the 50-50 to Yanshin whenever the Jing Liu banner came. Hanging out with 3 dogs, that sounds like a dream.
I started during Black Horn's banner, or it was like the banner right before, I don't know. And then it was Sparkle. And then it was Akron, but I ended up getting Akron.
Not me looking. Not me looking it up. What banner was it?
Mine?
No, I'm looking at the banner when I started.
I'm pretty sure it was Black Swan. I don't know. I got her 6 days after I started playing, so it was probably Black Swans. I simply pulled Black Swan because I thought she was hot, and then now it's just like it's either Nihility or Castrise. Because Nihility is just kind of better.
Okay, tell me why I'm looking at the new character, the Harmony character, and I thought that was fucking Jing Liu, and I thought it was a past banner, and I was like, huh? I don't remember her coming out September. I'm looking at the wrong banner. I am not awake. I should probably go to bed. What the? All I can, like, I'm supposed to be looking for, like, the banner and when I started. Two of my younger. Ah.
5 stars.
I get distracted every time I take Blade. I'm sorry. I promise that I will not be paying attention.
Unless it's played. You'll only pay attention if it's played.
True, yeah. I see Don Hong, I see Rappa, and I still regret not going for Rappa, but knowing myself, if she ran again, probably will skip her again. I want her, but not right now. I see Fei Xiao, yeah.
Probably pull Rappa just because she can move fast.
I mean, I've been wanting her because she is a fun character to play, but like, I just don't know if I can afford it right now.
I really need to pull Fugui.
Hmm?
I really need to pull Fugui. And the blind guy. I don't know how to say his name. I'll put Fushwan for Kafka. That would be nice.
So I started fully playing around October 2023 because I remember it was towards the end of Jing Liu's banner, so I missed, I think it was like 2 months off, like getting Blade banner. Cause then it was like Blade, Kafka, Don Hong, which I remember that's when my wife started. And then Fushuan came, and then it was Jing Liu, and I remember that was like toward the end, I wished, and then I lost the 50-50, and then that's when I kind of saved it. So I started around 1.4. Cause I think I remember seeing Sealy and then Topaz and stuff. Cause I remember like them rerunning. But then I lost the 50, and then I remember when Hua Hua got announced, and I wanted her, but I didn't want to waste my guaranteed on her. Because I remember seeing Silverwolf, and I remember seeing Argenti. But then Blade reran, and then that's when I got Blade, and I skipped around May because I wanted Blade. But at the time, I didn't know that Blade wasn't going to rerun for over a year. So instead, I went for a Kafka copy, and I kind of regret it because I don't use Kafka much, and then she does have more reruns than Blade, so I could have just gone for an E1 Blade.
Take your Kafka.
Now attaching my Kafka. I got her on my birthday. I don't want to hear it. Huh? I just said I regret not getting an E1 Blade, but like I used my Kafka for a while, and then I don't use her as much because like I use Teams for Blade. But I still use Kafka.
But, like, Kafka.
Yeah, I got her on my birthday when I turned 23. Yeah, I still don't have her icon. That's like the one I'm trying to like go for everyone on their icon on the reruns, but like
Kafka's Lycon makes her so much better.
Like in my defense, I didn't really go for anyone's icon. Penny, Peanut Butter, and Lucy. That's so cute. My uncle used to have a dog. Her name was Lucy. I miss her. Bro, Blade's always meta. I don't care. Blade's forever meta.
Blade is forever meta.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I mean, I have him on one account, and he's like level 60, but he is meta.
Level 60. Mm.
I'm missing 4 artifacts.
Okay, that just
I'm
sounds
missing
like
a whole set.
you probably just didn't.
But it's like fully locked.
Not the 30k. I like 30k though. Not break. Blade does like
I will join the
300.
heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor.
I got mine to do
please
517,000, so.
blessing.
Ooh, big numbers.
I know, I'm just sad that. I'm just sad that I literally didn't record that. I recorded after when he was like doing 400k, but.
Yes, I am Hyacinthia of the Twilight Courtyard.
Not
the
good. I'm
successor
just
of
doing
the
this
Sky
way right now.
People's Flame Chase duty.
Yeah, I have like videos.
You must be Gem Electra. Legend has it that during the
How
Chrysos
convenient.
War,
I still have like the
you
400
led
though.
our people to ally with
I was just
Acheron
doing the
and held
weekly
back
shit.
the Kremnoan forces. It was your victory that earned the Sky People a place in the Holy City.
I think
Hyacinthia,
Castars can do
you
like
seem well versed in our clan's history.
2.7, I think.
And
like,
this is the Vortex of Genesis.
Divergent Universe, that's a different story.
Look,
I don't count Divergent as damage.
the Chrysos era's
See, like,
flame
that one
chase
maxes
journey
out
is
your
nearing its end.
damage.
Are those the core flames of Fagusa and
But I only count
Georios?
like echoes and like
Does
caverns.
that mean Hycelans and the Mountain Dwellers successfully carried out their duty?
What sucks with Castars because it's not a single attack.
As
So, like,
fellow pillars of Amphorius,
even
who
in
would have
Divergent
thought that
Universe,
Sky's
like, it
duty
counts
could
towards,
only
like,
be
your achievements and
fulfilled
stuff.
after 1,000 years?
With Castars, it's not like
It's
a
because
single
Sky
attack.
shelters all beneath it.
So
if it were to
my
shatter,
like 16
the
million,
world would
I did.
fall
I
apart
think
with
I have
it.
a screen recording of it somewhere.
That's why Lady
Didn't count,
Aglaya
and
made
my
the core
highest
flame
was
of
only
Aquila the
5.8
final step
million.
in our campaign.
Aglaya? Is she still on the
probably from
flame
Costco.
chase journey after
The daily
1,000
reset went up
years?
35 minutes ago. Okay, that was a while ago.
I told you that the
Unfortunately,
daily
he
reset.
has recently left us. But you're right.
Okay, in my defense,
He was
I
indeed
was
still guiding the Chrysos heirs
playing
forward.
a 2D bike game like 35 minutes ago.
That girl actually managed
I
to
don't even know
endure
if that's
the
when it was,
merciless
but
erosion of
we're gonna go with
time
that's when it was.
and lasted for so long.
I'm just gonna.
Answer me, Hyacinthia. Since you recognize me, you must have also read my
You think
writings.
Cypher can solo
no?
Divergent Universe?
Every
We're gonna
record
try.
regarding my
Probably.
lineage
I
is
tried to
timeline,
do like one of the
including your
fights, but
words.
then that was like the one boss that like kept having attacks, and she kept dying, and I got mad, and I gave up trying.
I sought from a certain Trebios.
Like I could do it, but it was that boss, but I didn't want to farm anything
End of
else.
the Rainbow Bridge, the Sky
But I can
Folk
show
will
Blade doing
measure
damage
dusk
after.
till
I'm
dawn.
just trying to do this stuff real quick.
But unfortunately, no ancestor has ever been able to truly decipher its meaning.
I see. Yet Trebios' prophecies never fail. Perhaps you'll be the one to witness its fulfillment, child. May the prophecy lead you to a gentle fate.
Stupid Mars struck and healing itself.
Thank you, Lady Ectra.
So annoying.
Whatever fate the prophecy holds, I'll face it head on. It's only by giving everything we have that we can truly accept any outcome with a smile.
I really want to
Will
see
you
it again.
agree?
I like you, child. I wish this conversation could go on a little longer.
Damage? Sure.
Take my blessing, Hyacinthia. When I first saw you, I indeed had my doubts. But your resolve has touched me.
You dying over
The
there?
sky's divinity is
Allergies.
fated to pass on.
I feel like I might do half of it and then try to finish the other half tomorrow because I'm getting really tired for some reason.
Your blessing is a treasure beyond measure, General.
I cannot stop sneezing.
Rest well.
I don't know what.
I'll make sure your gift is put to its best use.
Stop sneezing.
Well, if I stop my sneeze, I could die, which I should probably
Vectra
try.
is so different from how the records described her.
Huh?
She's
I got
quite a gentle person.
Okay.
All right, time to head back to the grove. I shouldn't keep Danny and little Ika waiting.
Bro, when she stopped and when she was like there, I thought something was gonna pop up behind her and try to attack her. I'm on edge with this game, I swear.
Water art was a huge help, Danny.
Like, I was waiting for something to come up behind her and like try to attack her or something. Like, I'm always on edge with this game. Oh.
What's wrong, Danny?
The story's just too unpredictable.
It's Honkai.
I don't need any of those.
I can embrace the terrible men's dusk and dawn. I guess I'm out since a hint of sadness in this
You've
brave
always
word.
been a bit of a sensitive soul, haven't you, Danny? Lady Trina deciphers countless prophecies every day, and this one's just another among many. Don't worry too much about it.
I hope so.
Come on, Danny. Don't look so gloomy. We're gonna have to take a long trip for the final visit to the ancestors.
Where are we going?
Our final stop is Lord Mighty's home, Castrum Kremnos. We're here. This is it. Lord Mighty has been fighting the Black Tide here, alone day after day. I'm worried about him.
For the Flame Reaper's action.
That means he hasn't been consumed by the Black Tide's madness yet. We're here to complete an important mission. We shouldn't interfere with this battlefield. Don't you agree, Danny?
I agree.
There. That sleeping spirit is my grandmother. Yes, my grandmother Jacintha was a warrior. She represented the Twilight Courtyard in the Kremnos Festival. She fought her way through every challenge and reached the final stage of the Kremnos Festival. She was just one step away from securing a peace treaty for the Skyfolk, but was ultimately defeated by the champion warrior of that time. I've never looked too deeply into the details of such ritualistic violence. The scroll simply described it as a glorious duel. But behind the glorious duel was a tragic end. Not long after the festival, my grandmother's injuries worsened, and she passed away far from home. This prophecy tablet was left here by the Kremnoans to honor her final wish. Her death marked the final collapse of the Twilight Courtyard, already fragile under the shadow of war. Was Lord Grataros.
You saved his life even though he took your family.
Seeing him lying there, gravely wounded, bleeding out, I can't put what I felt at that moment into words. But when I heard Lord Kratos took that fatal blow to protect Lady Trianne, all those tangled feelings faded away. To quote Lord Finan, Kratos must have done that to become a better man. You're getting better at this, Danny. In her final diary entry, my grandmother wrote that when the moment of destiny comes, a descendant of the Sky People would deliver the message of their departure to her spirit. I wonder what she'd think when the one awaking her turns out to be her beloved granddaughter. I will join the heroes of the prophecy to return to the sky and retrieve the core flame. Ancestor, please bestow upon me your generous blessing.
Is this the world of the living? Wait. You... Could you be...
Grandmother? It's me. You're Hyacinthia.
Hyacinthia, my little hummingbird. Why? How? Why is it you who awakened me? I have never imagined this. I thought I would feel happy for all my ancestors when this day came, but now... I can't even experience the joy of seeing you again.
Do you remember that
Sleep
you and
well.
Father took me to my very first
Thank you for
sky
stopping
ride
by.
when I was 8? Back then, you wanted me to pick one accessory out of 4.
Thank you.
The
I'm gonna
sun
go to
crown
bed soon,
representing
actually. Pause this
nobility.
halfway and then finish
The
this.
storm bracelet symbolizing strength.
When I wake
The
up,
ice
because I'm
ring
getting really tired.
embodying
Bye
wisdom,
bye.
and the radiant pendant signifying kindness. Grandmother,
See how much
do
this
you remember the one I chose?
You spoke an
112,000.
innocent little prayer, infusing a faint thread of light to that modest pendant.
Yes, and I remember how surprised you were. In all those centuries, no other child of the Sky People had ever made the same choice I did.
Hyacinthia, there was a time when I thought you were a timid child. You never had much interest in swords or battle and had no relation to that fiery determination and strength in our blood. Yet I've told myself, that's not a bad thing. If my hummingbird could live her life in kindness and optimism, then it'd be a good thing. I never thought the burden of retrieving the core flame of Aquila would fall to you.
Don't worry about me, Grandmother. I believe what makes someone a Skyfolk isn't just outstanding strength, but the capacity to shape the world. When the world cried out for a hero to challenge the gods 1,000 years ago, Zeliosi stepped forward and began the flame-chasing era. And now, as the flame chase journey nears its end, this broken world is crying out for something else. Healing. Isn't it poetic? A saga that spans 1,000 years, began with Sky, and will also end with Sky.
You're still as optimistic as ever, just like when you were a kid. If your mind is set, Hyacinthia, then carry your resolve through to the very end. Return to the sky with my blessing, and watch over this world on the threshold of salvation.
Grandmother, thank you. But I have one last request.
Speak, Hyacinthia. We should still have some time.
Before you go, could you tell me the tale of the Sky Hero once more? Just like you used to.
Then listen closely, my dearest hummingbird. After all, this will be the last time. For millennia, the Titans waged relentless wars, leaving the world scarred and ravaged. A century of the Chrysos War plunged the nations into chaos and decay. Until a spear, fueled by mortal rage, pierced through the smoke and flames that buried the prophecy of deliverance. Aquila, the celestial shaper, the 100-eyed divine bird crowned with the blazing sun and wielding thunder, though struck blind in 99 eyes by Nikador, they kept one eye glaring at the children of Twilight who received divine blessing, yet turned their weapons against the gods. The Chrysos heir of the sky, Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, ascended the forbidden lands of the Eye of Twilight at dusk, clad in wings. To her left was the lion-headed Solibus the Sunlit Wings, whose roars breathed divine flames and scorched the world. To her right was the horse-bodied Lunibus, the Moonlit Plume, whose graceful steps trampled the stars in the heavens. The one warrior and her two beasts challenged the ruler of the sky, determined to seize the divine core flame through plunder. The Titans' every roar summoned lightning bolts, and their every movement stirred cyclones. The wounded Titan's blood poured down like boiling rain upon the world and converged into scalding torrents. In the final moments of battle, the Sunlit Wings set the Titan's wings aflame, while the Moonlit Plume sealed the divine body. The battered hero of the sky, with her wings broken and her body covered in wounds, struggled to lift her spear and pierced the last monstrous eye. The Titan's divine body crashed to the ground, and with it, the sky tore apart like fabric, about to fall with its god. The fear and pleas of mortals urged the hero of the sky to rise again. Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, the first of the Chrysos heirs to slay a god in this world, charged into the crumbling body of Aquila with her two fearless winged companions. She merged with the Titan, holding up the sky once more, only to leave behind a powerful message for the world. My descendants will be blessed and cross the Rainbow Bridge back to the sky. At the end of the prophecy of Genesis, they will reclaim the core flame from my hands.
Days later, oh my god.
Today's the day.
Wow, I didn't expect it to be so lively up here. Are these people here to send off the Chrysos heirs?
There's Finan. Let's go talk to him.
Okay. Since I don't know how long this month is gonna go more, and I'm getting tired. I'm gonna end my stream for here. And then tomorrow, if I do stream, we're gonna finish this. And then if depending on how long it is, I might do some grinding on Wuthering Waves, finish on some quests. See if I'm able to get Carthia's sword before I decide to just wait till Purple 8 comes out. But I'm like getting really sleepy and stuff. So we're just gonna end my stream and then I'll try to do this, finish it off. That's my goal tomorrow, and then see what else I could do. That being said, thank you for all the follows, all the chat, all the likes, for everything. I love and appreciate you all. And good night.